not.
Oh,
Willie.
well, if you can do it, what are you sitting around here talking about it for? Just do it.
While many viewers cherish the wholesome stories of Laura Ingalls and her family, the reality behind the scenes of Little House on the Prairie was often quite different. The idyllic portrayal of pioneer life masked a range of surprising incidents and controversies that unfolded during production. Actors faced challenges that were not always visible to the audience, revealing a stark contrast between the heartwarming narratives and the actual experiences on set. Tensions among cast members, unexpected accidents, and even personal struggles contributed to a more complex environment than what was depicted on screen. Some bloopers and mishaps became memorable moments, showcasing the human side of the cast. These behind-the-scenes realities invite a closer look at how the show balanced its charming stories with the unpredictable nature of filming. The contrast between the on-screen warmth and off-screen challenges adds depth to the legacy of this beloved series.
Possible.
Meet our boys. This here's Stephen.
Stephen,
How are you? Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Henry.
In a memorable blooper scene from Little House on the Prairie, viewers get a glimpse of the playful dynamics between the actors. Despite the intense rivalry between their characters, Laura Ingalls and Nellie Oleson, portrayed by Melissa Gilbert and Allison Arngrim, the two actresses shared a close friendship off-screen. This camaraderie often contrasted with the on-screen tension, making their interactions both entertaining and genuine. As the series progressed, Nellie and her character's love interest, Percival, played by Steve Tracy, became a focal point of drama. Their relationship was controversial, especially considering Tracy's sexual orientation, yet it added a unique layer to the storyline. The passionate displays of affection between Nellie and Percival were often exaggerated, serving to provoke Laura, who was portrayed as more innocent and reserved. This created a humorous yet poignant contrast, as Gilbert's character navigated her own less dramatic love life with Almanzo. The emotional toll of these scenes was evident, as Gilbert found herself caught in the crossfire of their playful antics, highlighting the complexities of friendship and rivalry in the world of television. The behind-the-scenes moments added depth to the series, showcasing the bond between the actors, while also reflecting the challenges of portraying such intense relationships on screen. While filming the beloved series Little House on the Prairie, many cast and crew members struggled with serious addictions. It may be shocking to learn that alcohol and drugs were common on set. Reports indicate that the crew consumed 230-rack cases of beer daily, and on particularly stressful days, they would go through 3 cases. This heavy drinking culture was part of the environment during the show's production. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, shared in her memoir that Michael Landon, the show star and creator, was one of the heaviest drinkers. He would begin his mornings with coffee mixed with liquor and continued to drink throughout the day. Despite his efforts to keep his drinking hidden, the reality of his alcoholism eventually became clear to those around him. The atmosphere on set was marked by these hidden struggles, revealing a darker side to the production of a show that many remember fondly. Michael Landon, known for his role in Little House on the Prairie, had a fascinating background that many may not know. His true identity was Eugene Maurice Orwitz, a name that reflects his Jewish heritage. Despite portraying a character that often emphasized Christian values, Landon did not see a conflict between his on-screen persona and his cultural identity. He was born to a Jewish father, Eli Maurice Orwitz, and a Catholic mother, Peggy O'Neill, which gave him a unique perspective on faith and culture. Growing up in New York and New Jersey, Landon embraced his father's Jewish background while navigating the complexities of his mixed religion upbringing. He once expressed that he identified with his Jewish roots culturally rather than religiously. Although he believed in God, he did not adhere strictly to any religious practices. This blend of influences shaped his character and the messages he conveyed through his work, allowing him to connect with a diverse audience while remaining true to his identity.
What do those farmers do? Take you...
Landon's curls were indeed something to marvel at, capturing the attention of many viewers. However, if one assumed that his lush brunette mane was all natural, they would be mistaken. His signature look came from a bottle, as his actual hair color was a muted ashy brown. He took his hair color very seriously, making regular visits to a professional stylist to ensure that the dye job was done right. This commitment to maintaining his appearance was evident in the way he presented himself on screen. Even so, as time went on, and he started to notice some grays, the set lights and natural sunlight would sometimes cause his dye to take on a peculiar purplish hue. This unexpected change in color was not ideal for the show's image, leading producers to call in extra help from professional colorists to fix the issue. The behind-the-scenes efforts to maintain Landon's hair color highlight the importance of appearance in television, and the lengths to which the production team would go to ensure everything looked perfect on camera.
And it's still good for $1 if you'd like to try one more time, or if you would like to play one more time. Let's see here. Oh, and how unfortunate.
Addressing serious issues, Little House on the Prairie often presented themes that were quite bold for its time. While the show maintained a light-hearted tone, it did not shy away from exploring deeper, more complex topics. During an era when television began to challenge social norms, the series tackled subjects such as sexual assault, drug addiction, racism, and prejudice. These themes were not commonly addressed in other programs, making Little House on the Prairie a pioneer in discussing difficult issues. The show also highlighted the challenges of adoption and disabilities, bringing attention to the struggles faced by individuals and families. By incorporating these serious matters into its storylines, the series encouraged viewers to reflect on societal issues and fostered a greater understanding of the human experience. This willingness to confront tough subjects set Little House on the Prairie apart from many of its contemporaries, allowing it to resonate with audiences on a deeper level. The show's approach to these serious issues contributed to its lasting impact and relevance in television history.
A cry of care.
Family matters played a significant role in the dynamics of the show, particularly through the characters of Willie Oleson and Nellie Oleson. Willie, portrayed by Jonathan Gilbert, was the younger brother of Nellie, who was played by Melissa Gilbert. In real life, Jonathan and Melissa shared a unique bond as they were adopted siblings. However, their relationship took a turn after the series concluded, leading to a falling out that has persisted over the years. Following the end of Little House on the Prairie, Jonathan pursued higher education and earned an MBA in finance. He transitioned into a successful career as a stockbroker in New York, showcasing a different path from his acting roots. Meanwhile, Melissa continued her journey in the entertainment industry, taking on various roles and responsibilities. Notably, she served as the president of the Screen Actors Guild from 21 to 25, advocating for the rights of actors. In 2016, she made headlines by running a campaign for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives for Michigan's 8th Congressional District. Although she was seen as the presumptive Democratic nominee, her campaign was cut short due to injuries she sustained in a 2012 accident. The paths of these two actors diverged significantly, reflecting the complexities of personal and professional relationships in the world of television.
Yeah, that'll do fine. You know, first thing in the morning.
Despite being on a beloved television show, Mary and Laura Less had a tumultuous relationship that was far from the warm bond depicted on screen. Melissa Anderson, who played Mary, and Melissa Gilbert, who portrayed Laura, did not get along during their time on Little House on the Prairie. Their animosity was so intense that it created a divide on set, making it uncomfortable for others around them. The tension between the two young actresses was palpable, leading to constant fighting and bickering that lasted throughout the series. Imagine working alongside someone you truly dislike for years. It is a scenario many can relate to in their own lives. The feud between Anderson and Gilbert was not just a minor issue, it became a significant part of the show's behind-the-scenes story. Their inability to get along added a layer of complexity to their performances, as they had to portray sisters while struggling with their real-life differences. This ongoing conflict made the production environment challenging, as the cast and crew often found themselves caught in the middle of their disputes. The dynamic between the two actresses serves as a reminder that even in the world of entertainment, personal relationships can be complicated and fraught with tension. The legacy of their rivalry is a fascinating aspect of the show's history, illustrating how personal feelings can impact professional settings.
When one of the wonders of the Western world is right outside. Yes, well, I always find that writing things...
Walnut Grove is a real place that holds a special connection to the beloved television series Little House on the Prairie. The Less family lived on a small farm near this village, which is located in Redwood County, Minnesota. Laura Ingalls Wilder, the author of the original semi-autobiographical book series that inspired the show, spent several years of her childhood in Walnut Grove. While her stories drew from various locations that were significant to her life, Walnut Grove remains a key part of her narrative. The town itself was founded in 1874 and officially incorporated in 1879. Despite its historical significance, Walnut Grove is quite small, with a population of only 806 as of 2019. The entire area covers just 1 square mile, making it a close-knit community. The charm of Walnut Grove lies in its rich history, and the way it reflects the experiences of Laura and her family, capturing the essence of rural life in the late 19th century. The town continues to attract visitors who are interested in the stories of the Ingalls family, and the simple yet profound lessons of life depicted in the series. The legacy of Walnut Grove endures, reminding us of the values of family, perseverance, and community.
Carol, this is delicious.
On-set romances played a significant role in the charm of Little House on the Prairie, a beloved television series that captured the hearts of many. The chemistry among the cast was remarkable, creating a sense of authenticity that resonated with viewers. The show, based on Laura Ingalls Wilder's books, depicted life in rural America during the late 19th century, a time when families faced numerous challenges while striving for self-sufficiency. The setting and themes of the show struck a chord with audiences, evoking nostalgia for simpler times. As the series progressed, relationships among the cast members blossomed, adding an extra layer of interest to the production. The bonds formed on set often translated into real-life friendships and romances, which fans found fascinating. These connections contributed to the show's warm and inviting atmosphere, making it feel like a family affair. Despite the show's conclusion in 1982, the legacy of Little House on the Prairie continues to endure. Rumors of a potential remake have circulated, but the original series remains cherished for its portrayal of pioneer life and the strong relationships among its cast. The stories of love and friendship that developed behind the scenes only enhance the show's appeal, reminding viewers of the enduring power of connection and community. Melissa Gilbert and Michael Landon shared a complex and emotional friendship during the filming of Little House on the Prairie. Melissa, who played Laura Ingalls, was only 11 when she joined the cast. At that time, she was grappling with the loss of her adopted father, who had committed suicide. She was told he had suffered a stroke, which left her feeling a void in her life. When she began working with Michael, who portrayed her father, Charles Ingalls, she found a father figure in him. Their bond grew strong, and Michael expressed his love for her as if she were his own daughter. They shared many fun moments off camera, creating a joyful atmosphere on set. However, their relationship faced challenges when Michael divorced his wife to pursue a romantic relationship with Cindy Clerico, a makeup artist on the show. This decision deeply hurt Melissa, who had already experienced her parents' divorce at a young age. Feeling betrayed, she cut off all contact with Michael. Over time, she reflected on their past and chose to reconcile when Michael was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. After his passing, Melissa honored his memory by naming one of her children Michael, a testament to their enduring connection. While working on Little House on the Prairie, Melissa Gilbert faced significant challenges when it came to portraying romance. At just 15 years old, she was cast in a role that required her to perform her first stage kiss, which also happened to be her first real-life kiss. This situation was particularly difficult for her, as her character, Laura, was set to marry Almanzo Wilder, played by Dean Butler, who was 23 at the time. The age difference made the experience uncomfortable for Melissa, who felt terrified about kissing someone much older than herself. She turned to her close friend and father figure, Michael Landon, who was not only her co-star but also directed many episodes of the show. Michael took her concerns seriously and spoke with the producers about the situation. Thankfully, they were understanding and agreed to modify the scene. Instead of a full kiss, they decided that the on-screen moment would be changed to a light kiss on the cheek, allowing Melissa to feel more at ease, while still conveying the affection between the characters. This adjustment highlighted the importance of communication and understanding in the entertainment industry, especially for young actors navigating complex situations.
James, your room is this way. Come on, son.
While the characters Laura and Nellie had a fierce rivalry on Little House on the Prairie, the actors who portrayed them, Melissa Gilbert and Allison Arngrim, shared a deep friendship off-screen. Laura, a member of the Ingalls family, and Nellie, from the Olsen family, were often at odds in the show, creating memorable moments filled with tension and drama. Their on-screen animosity was so convincing that it captivated audiences and became a hallmark of the series. However, behind the scenes, the two young actresses enjoyed a close bond. They spent their free time together, engaging in playful adventures and sharing sleepovers at each other's homes. This friendship allowed them to channel their real-life camaraderie into their performances, showcasing their remarkable acting skills. Despite the intense rivalry portrayed on screen, their ability to separate their characters from their personal lives is a testament to their talent and professionalism. Their friendship remains a delightful aspect of the show's legacy, highlighting how real connections can exist even amidst fictional conflicts.
If that game would have been honest, I'd have made me some money.
You're lucky you got out with your life.
While filming the beloved series Little House on the Prairie, Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, found herself the target of playful teasing from some of her castmates. It was well known that Melissa struggled with her on-screen romance with Dean Butler, who portrayed Almanza Wilder. Most of the cast respected her feelings and tried not to make her uncomfortable, but a few of her friends, including Allison Arngrim, who played the feisty Nellie Oleson, thought it would be amusing to poke fun at her innocence. Allison and Steve Tracy, who played Percival, decided to amplify their on-screen romance by engaging in exaggerated makeout sessions during breaks. Their antics were meant to be lighthearted, but they often left Melissa feeling embarrassed. Despite the playful teasing, the reality was quite different. Steve Tracy was openly gay, and any romantic connection with Allison was purely fictional. Their friendship was strong, and the teasing was all in good fun, showcasing the camaraderie among the cast members, while highlighting Melissa's genuine discomfort in those moments.
Gotta get you elected.
Not me.
You don't want a girl for president, do ya?
While the beloved series Little House on the Prairie captured the hearts of many viewers, the behind-the-scenes dynamics were not always as harmonious as they appeared on screen. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, and Allison Arngrim, known for her role as Nellie Oleson, shared a strong friendship off-camera. However, not all cast members enjoyed such camaraderie. The relationship between Melissa Gilbert and Melissa Sue Anderson, who portrayed Mary Ingalls, was notably strained. Despite their on-screen sisterly bond, the two actresses did not get along in real life. The reasons for their feud remain unclear, but Melissa Gilbert expressed her feelings in her memoir, describing Anderson as cold and bratty. This tension persisted even after the show concluded, with neither actress willing to reconcile. Other cast members also reported that Anderson had a chilly demeanor, which may have stemmed from her protective upbringing and sheltered childhood. This background might have affected her ability to connect with her co-stars, leading to an atmosphere of discomfort among the cast. The complexities of these relationships highlight that even in a show centered on family and friendship, personal differences can create significant rifts.
Look, I'll talk to Mary and I'll stop by your place right after work.
Much obliged.
No problem.
Despite some differences among the cast members, the atmosphere on the set of Little House on the Prairie was filled with laughter and fun. Michael Landon, who played Charles Ingalls, was particularly known for his love of practical jokes. His playful spirit helped create a bond among the cast. Melissa Gilbert, who portrayed Laura Ingalls, and Allison Arngrim, known for her role as Nellie Oleson, often joined in on the fun. They learned a few tricks from Landon, which made their time on set even more enjoyable. One memorable prank involved the two of them putting saran wrap over one of the toilets, which led to a hilarious reaction from their fellow actors. Such antics not only lightened the mood, but also strengthened friendships among the cast. The playful environment contributed to the show's success, as the camaraderie was evident on screen. The laughter and joy shared among the cast members made Little House on the Prairie a beloved series that continues to resonate with audiences today.
I hope you're right. I know I am. Stop worrying. Why don't you come on in the house, have a cup of coffee?
No, thank you. I got chores waiting.
In the beloved television series Little House on the Prairie, the characters William Olsen and Laura Ingalls were portrayed as siblings. In real life, William Olsen was played by Jonathan Gilbert, who shared a last name with Melissa Gilbert, the actress who played Laura Ingalls. This similarity in their last names is not just a coincidence. They were actually adopted siblings. Their bond during the filming of the show was strong, reflecting the close-knit family dynamics depicted in the series. However, as time passed, Melissa Gilbert revealed in her autobiography that she and Jonathan Gilbert became estranged later in life. This change in their relationship highlights how some connections can fade over time, even those that once seemed unbreakable. Despite this distance, there remains hope that they may reconnect in the future. The memories of their time together on Little House on the Prairie serve as a reminder of the special bond they once shared, and perhaps one day they will find a way to bridge the gap that has formed between them.
Well, Reverend, that church of yours will smell like rotten eggs for a couple of days.
Despite its popularity, Little House on the Prairie ended tragically, leaving a lasting impression on its fans. The series, which portrayed the life of the Ingalls family on a farm in Walnut Grove, Minnesota, was known for its uplifting tone. However, it did not shy away from addressing serious issues such as poverty, divorce, addiction, abuse, and alcoholism. These themes resonated with viewers, making the show relatable and impactful. Even with its unprecedented success, the controversial ending of Little House on the Prairie continues to spark discussions among fans. Much of this conversation revolves around the reasons behind the cancellation of such a beloved series. Michael Landon, who played a lead role, and was also the director, writer, and producer, provided insights into the show's conclusion. He explained that various factors contributed to the decision to end the series, including changes in audience preferences, and the challenges of maintaining the show's quality over time. The legacy of Little House on the Prairie remains strong, as fans reflect on its meaningful stories and the lessons learned throughout its run.
Sammy, be careful.
Sure.
Michael Landon played a crucial role in the success of Little House on the Prairie, a beloved television series that first aired in 1974. Before this, he was already a well-known actor from his time on the popular Western show Bonanza, where he starred alongside notable actors like Lorne Greene and Dan Blocker. When NBC producer Ed Friendly brought him on board, Landon was not only set to star in the series but also to direct the pilot episode. He portrayed Charles Ingalls, the loving patriarch of the Ingalls family, and his involvement was so significant that he appeared in nearly every episode during the first 8 seasons. Landon was not just an actor, he was also a producer for those initial seasons, showcasing his dedication to the show. As the series progressed, he transitioned to a behind-the-scenes role for the final season, which introduced a new family and rebranded the show as Little House: A New Beginning. His directorial talents shone through as he directed 90 out of the 204 episodes, including the 2-hour pilot and the series finale. Allison Arngrim, who played the character Nellie Oleson, shared insights into Landon's unique directing style and his warm personality. He was known for his fatherly approach to the younger cast members, including Melissa Gilbert and Melissa Sue Anderson. Arngrim recounted how Landon had a playful side, often engaging in pranks on set, which contributed to a light-hearted atmosphere. Tragically, Landon's life was cut short when he passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 54. His legacy, however, lives on through the cherished memories of those who worked with him, and the impact he had on the series.
He's not a young know-nothing to...
Throughout the series Little House on the Prairie, several funny bloopers have entertained viewers. One of the most amusing bloopers involves Laura's pregnancy. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura, and Lenny Parker, who runs a fan website, noted that Laura was pregnant for an unusually long time, spanning over a year. She first announced her pregnancy in a warm season, yet by the following summer, she was still expecting. This inconsistency became a humorous point for fans who noticed the timeline did not add up. Another hilarious oversight occurs in a Season 8 episode titled Wave of the Future, where Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, makes an appearance. In this episode, Nellie's restaurant becomes a franchise called Mistress Sullivan, and she soon regrets it. Charles and Nellie help her by opening a competing restaurant, leading to Colonel Sanders offering Harriet a deal to start her own chicken franchise. This is funny because Colonel Sanders was born in 1890, and Kentucky Fried Chicken was not founded until 1952, while the show is set in the 1870s and 1880s. In Season 5, during an episode titled The Odyssey, a tense moment unfolds as an unknown assailant tries to throw Albert off a moving train. However, amidst this gripping scene, a comical blooper occurs. Observant viewers can spot a dummy being thrown from the train, landing in the grass, while a fearless stuntman rolls down the hill, creating a humorous contrast between the two. These moments of unintentional humor have added a light-hearted touch to the beloved series, making it memorable for fans.
I know.
Please, tell me that we'll go.
Amidst the earnestness of the Little House on the Prairie set, laughter and hijinks often found their way into the lives of the cast members. One such purveyor of pranks was none other than the talented Michael Landon. Rachel Greenbush, who portrayed the youngest Ingalls sibling Carrie, later revealed in an interview that Landon was a big practical joker. With a twinkle in her eye, she recounted how she and her on-screen sister Melissa Gilbert would venture off to the creek during breaks, embarking on frog-catching escapades. They would return to the set with their tiny amphibian friends in tow, ready to deliver their slimy surprises to Landon. In a gleeful act of deception, Landon would take the unsuspecting frogs and place them in his mouth. Approaching fellow cast and crew members with a mischievous grin, he would open his mouth, allowing the frog to spring forth, sending those around him into fits of startled panic. This playful spirit created a lively atmosphere on set, making the long hours of filming more enjoyable for everyone involved. The camaraderie and fun shared among the cast members helped to strengthen their bonds, making the show not just a job but a cherished experience filled with laughter and joy. The memories of these playful moments remain a testament to the lightheartedness that can thrive even in the midst of serious storytelling.
Oh, Mother, he's over 6 feet tall.
How old is he?
He's just my age.
Good heavens, he must be related.
In the series Little House on the Prairie, there are subtle yet noticeable bloopers that fans have pointed out over the years. One such blooper involves the presence of noisy tree branches outside the front upstairs window next to the girl's bed. This peculiar detail appears in at least 2 episodes, specifically The Monster of Walnut Grove and The Music Box. In these scenes, viewers can see and hear the branches moving and rustling as if a strong wind is blowing outside. However, upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that there is no tree nearby the house in any other scenes of the show. This inconsistency suggests that the production team may have used stock footage or sound effects to create an atmospheric effect, leading to this curious oversight. Such details, while minor, add an interesting layer to the viewing experience, allowing fans to engage with the show on a different level. The charm of Little House on the Prairie lies not only in its storytelling, but also in these little quirks that remind viewers of the show's production process.
Well, I wouldn't mind that either, Jenny, if I was sure he was going to be a farmer like me, but...
Noticing small details can add to the enjoyment of a show. In the series Little House on the Prairie, fans have pointed out an interesting mistake involving a family quail lieutenant. This quilt seems to change its location throughout the series. Viewers have spotted it on various beds, including the Olsen's bed, Charles's parents' bed, and even on the beds of other characters. The quilt is mostly white, and features small blocks that create a design resembling a double wedding ring quill lieutenant. This detail has sparked curiosity among fans who enjoy tracking the quilt's appearances. Additionally, other quilts can be seen in different locations, suggesting that the show reused some props and costumes. This practice was common in television production, especially in earlier decades when budgets were tighter. Such observations highlight the charm of the series, and how dedicated fans engage with the story and its elements. The quilt serves as a reminder of the show's rich tapestry of family life, and the small details that make it memorable.
However could you have gotten it? I hope you didn't beg, borrow, or steal it. Let me see. However could you have done it?
Despite its charm and storytelling, the series Little House on the Prairie is not without its flaws, particularly in the area of anachronistic clothing. This issue is common in many historical shows, where costumes and hairstyles do not accurately reflect the time period being portrayed. In Little House on the Prairie, which is set in the 1870s and 1880s, viewers can spot several instances where characters wear clothing that is out of place. For example, Caroline, played by Karen Grassel, is seen wearing a raw, a type of garment that was not invented until 1912. This is a clear mismatch for the show's intended setting. Additionally, some of the female characters sport hairstyles that resemble the popular perms of the 1970s, rather than the simpler styles typical of the late 19th century. Melissa Gilbert, who portrayed Laura Ingalls, has openly acknowledged that her hair was often too long and modern for her character, further contributing to the show's anachronistic feel. These wardrobe choices can distract viewers from the story and the historical context, making it harder to fully immerse in the world of the Ingalls family. The blend of modern styles with historical narratives serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by costume designers in accurately representing the past while appealing to contemporary audiences.
I can remember when your ma died.
One particular case has stood out among fans of Little House on the Prairie. A Reddit user named Gordosaurus Rex fondly recalls their all-time favorite character, Albert, and highlighted a perplexing inconsistency in the made-for-TV movie. The story implied that Albert met his demise, but in another episode, it was stated he grew up to become the esteemed doctor of Walnut Grove. This discrepancy has always bothered fans, including Gordosaurus Rex, who mentioned it more than a few times to their boyfriend. As a remarkable anniversary surprise, their thoughtful partner arranged for Melissa Gilbert, the actress who played Laura Ingalls, to send a personalized video message addressing the continuity confusion. In her response, Gilbert acknowledged the perplexing situation and shared a delightful tongue-in-cheek explanation. At the time, no one seemed concerned about the conflicting stories. Gilbert humorously suggested her own imaginative twist, proposing that Albert did meet his fate in the movie, but, in a whimsical turn, returned to the town as a zombie, an undead doctor who served Walnut Grove.
It's all my fault. Your fault?
Yeah, I cut the ropes on the balloon.
Notably, a timeless mistake in the show in the grand finale of Little House on the Prairie, aptly titled The Last Farewell, catches the observant eye. The episode is set in 1901, over a decade after the events depicted in the final season. Logically speaking, most of the adults who graced the screens in the earlier seasons would have aged into their 60s and 70s by this time. In fact, the real-life Charles Les sadly passed away just a year later in 1902. Furthermore, the children who appeared in the final seasons, including Carrie, Jenny, Nancy, James, and Cassandra, would have grown into young adults during this time. Yet, curiously, no one on the show seems to have aged significantly. It is as if time stood still, freezing the characters in a perpetual state of youthfulness. The inconsistency is particularly evident when we consider Laura's voiceover in the Season 9 premiere, when she mentions it as the spring of 1887, a full 14 years prior to the events in The Last Farewell. However, it feels as if only a couple of years have elapsed in the lives of the characters.
And you go on to the new. And you forget the dreams you had.
Michael Landon's early life was marked by significant challenges that shaped his character and future. Born on October 31, 1936, in Forest Hills, a neighborhood in Queens, New York, he faced difficulties from a young age. In 1941, when he was just 4 years old, his family moved to Collingswood, New Jersey. This transition was not easy for him. He attended Temple Beth Shalom, where he celebrated his bar mitzvah, marking an important moment in his Jewish upbringing. However, the joy of these milestones was overshadowed by the turmoil at home. Landon was deeply affected by his mother's struggles with mental health. He often worried about her attempts to take her own life. One particularly harrowing incident occurred during a family beach vacation when his mother tried to drown herself, and Landon bravely intervened to save her. The stress from these experiences took a toll on him, leading to a childhood issue with bedwetting. This problem was exacerbated by his mother's harsh response, as she would publicly display his wet sheets outside their window, adding to his humiliation. These early hardships contributed to Landon's resilience and determination, qualities that would later define his successful career in television. Landon's wealth is a notable aspect of the legacy left by the star of Little House on the Prairie. After the show ended, Michael Landon's net worth was estimated to be around $1 million as of January 2023. However, he made significant financial arrangements for his family. He left a remarkable $8 million to each of his 9 children, ensuring their financial security. This decision reflects his commitment to his family and his desire to prevent any disputes over inheritance. His son, Michael Landon Jr., followed in his father's footsteps and became a successful producer and director in the entertainment industry. He took proactive steps to maintain harmony among his siblings by discussing the importance of unity and discouraging any potential fighting over their inheritance. This thoughtful approach to wealth distribution highlights the values Landon instilled in his family, emphasizing the importance of love and support over material wealth. The legacy of Landon continues to influence his children as they navigate their own paths in life.
Oh, such pretty clothes. Great, big, lovely dollies. I bought them.
Karen Grassel played the beloved character Caroline Ingalls, the mother of 3 daughters, on the iconic television series Little House on the Prairie. This show, which aired in 1974, became a staple of American family entertainment, showcasing the challenges and triumphs of pioneer life. Grassel's portrayal of Caroline was heartfelt and resonated with many viewers, making her a memorable figure in television history. Although she found success in the acting world beyond Little House, none of her subsequent roles reached the same level of recognition as her performance as Caroline. After the series concluded, Grassel appeared in various productions, including Harry's War and Wyatt Earp. Despite her contributions to film and television, her net worth is estimated to be around $500,000, which is modest compared to many of her Hollywood peers. Even today, Grassel remains active in the film industry, continuing to pursue her passion for acting and storytelling.
All I got's a wounded mother and a couple of pups. How much damage can they do?
Wounds heal.
Melissa Gilbert boasts a net worth of $500,000. Beyond her celebrated acting career, Gilbert's financial journey has been marked by both triumphs and tribulations, offering a nuanced perspective on fame, fortune, and personal resilience. She gained fame as a child actress on the beloved television series Little House on the Prairie, where she portrayed Laura Ingalls. This role not only showcased her talent, but also endeared her to audiences across generations. However, the path to success was not always smooth. Gilbert faced various challenges, including financial ups and downs, which shaped her understanding of wealth and stability. In a surprising turn of events, she ventured into politics in 2016, running as a Democratic candidate for Michigan's 8th Congressional District. Despite facing health challenges that led to the suspension of her campaign, Gilbert's foray into public service underscored her commitment to civic engagement and advocacy beyond the realm of entertainment. Her journey reflects a deep dedication to making a difference in her community.
One good thing. At least you won't have to work tomorrow.
I got to tell you,
What's that?
we're open tomorrow.
Reports estimate that Lindsay and Sidney Greenbush, known for their roles in the beloved television series Little House on the Prairie, have a combined net worth ranging between $1 million and $5 million US dollars. The Greenbush twins played the characters Carrie Ingalls and were part of the show's charm and appeal. Their performances contributed to the series' success, which aired from 1974 to 1983. The show, based on the books by Laura Ingalls Wilder, depicted the life of a pioneer family in the late 19th century. It captured the struggles and joys of rural life, family values, and community spirit. While the Greenbush twins have made a name for themselves, it is important to note that Michael Landon, who played Charles Ingalls, was worth significantly more than any of his co-stars at the time of his death in 1991. His legacy continues to influence television and remains a cherished part of American culture. The Greenbush twins, while not as financially prominent as Landon, still hold a special place in the hearts of fans of the series.